ladies. Welcome once again to the Ladies Bible Study. I'm here at the Shalom Home, and today is Mother's Day. I'd like to wish each and every mother a very happy Mother's Day. May God richly bless you and your family, and may they shower you with their love and affection. Although I never became a mother, I did become the recipient of the love of a wonderful godly mother who many of you know passed away on April 15th of 2018, the same day that my favorite Christian mentor and author, Corrie ten Boom, passed away. And did you know that Corrie ten Boom not only died on April 15th, but she was born on April 15th as well? In Judaism, it's considered a particular blessing to die on one's birthday, as the Jews believed that Moses died on his birthday when he was 120 years old. I thought that was interesting, especially because Corrie ten Boom and her family sacrificed their lives to save many, many Jews. Well, our lesson today, which is a short lesson, is entitled A Sacrificial Love Story. A Sacrificial Love Story. I'd like to start by saying I know Mother's Day is a very special and joyous occasion for many of you, but I also realize it might be a sad and painful day for others, depending upon your circumstances. If that is the case, I pray that the Lord would comfort you today in a very special way. Let's go to our scripture, and it's Matthew 23:37. Matthew 23:37. If you would go there with me. And these are the words of Jesus. Matthew 23:37. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and ye would not. We see that Jesus is comparing himself to the way a mother hen gathers her chicks under her wings and protects them. And oh, how he wanted to save his people from their sins, but they wouldn't have it. Oh, how it grieved him. How interesting that Jesus would choose a mother hen to describe his love for his people. So there must be something very special about her. Let's take a closer look through a story I recently read. It's called A Love Story, The Sacrifice of a Mother Hen. And it goes like this. The forest fire had been brought under control, and a group of firefighters were working back through the devastation, making sure all the hot spots had been extinguished. As they marched across the blackened landscape between the wisps of smoke still rising from the smoldering remains, a large lump on the trail caught a firefighter's eye. As he got closer, he noticed it was the charred remains of a large bird that had burned nearly halfway through. Since birds can so easily fly away from the approaching flames, the firefighter wondered what must have been wrong with this bird that it could not escape. Had it been sick or injured? Arriving at the carcass, he decided to kick it off the trail with his boot. As soon as he did, he was startled by a flurry of activity around his feet. 4 little birds flailed in the dust and ash, then scurried away down the hillside. The bulk of the mother's body had covered them from the searing flames. Though the heat was enough to consume her, it allowed her babies to find safety underneath. In the face of the rising flames, she had stayed with her young. Her dead carcass and her fleeing chicks told the story well enough. She gave the ultimate sacrifice to save her young. The hen in the story was the only chance those chicks had for safety. She, being willing to spare her own life, had gathered them up under her wings to herself. At the point of terrible pain and death, when she might still have saved herself, she chose to stay through the ordeal. As a farmer once said, not all chicks run to their mothers in time of danger. Some are either paralyzed in panic or in trying to find a way to save themselves, they get devoured. The mother hen cannot run around gathering them individually. They have to come to her. Let's take our Bibles again and go to Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30, where Jesus says something similar to this. Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. And these are the words of Jesus. Matthew 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Did you notice the first three words of Matthew chapter 11, verse 28? Come unto me. We must come unto Jesus. As another farmer put it, all of the chicks that ever survived the cats at his farm stayed close to their mother. They could be cut off from the brood by two cats working together if they wandered. But if they stayed close by, all they had to do was run under the mother's wing or body feathers and let her cover them. The cats never messed with the mother hen. Let's take our Bibles and read what Jesus said in John chapter 15, verses 4 through 11. John chapter 15, verses 4 through 11. And Jesus says, abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered, and men gather them, and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, you shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. I also read a story of a mother's sacrificial love for her child. You may need a few tissues for this one. A mother was traveling in her vehicle with her two sons, a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. Somehow her car veered off the road and she plunged down a steep ravine into the water. She never arrived at her destination, and her family became very concerned. 8.5 hours later, they discovered her car, and after a full investigation, it was determined that her 5-year-old had died instantly from the crash. Amazingly, however, her 2-year-old son was still alive. His mother managed to hold him up out of the water the entire time until help arrived. She was trapped. The only thing is that she died in the process of trying to save her son. I believe this is something my mother would have done for me, and that many of you mothers would do the same for your children as well. The sacrificial love of a mother. And what's even greater is the sacrificial love that Jesus has for all of us. It is the story of the cross. Let us never reject his love and his care for our every need. Let us abide in him every day by his love and stay close to him forever. I hope this lesson encouraged you today. Thank you for joining me. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who are watching. Until we meet again.